Hello lads and lassies, it's time to get excited. My name is Josh and we are in the Stone Siege. It's titled the Stone War and it's a war of thought, not of brawn yet. You see, since Senku can't really face Tsukasa, like Senku has got a whole village on his side, but Tsukasa's got a whole bunch of brutes, men that are like 3 times their muscle mass, and a lot more weapons to go around. So Senku's got to lose the muscles and use his thoughts, use his brain. They were going to use his brain to to rescue one of their friends from Tsukasa, but it seems that Chrome got out by himself. You know, they underestimated him. Chrome defeated one of Tsukasa's generals. I am so sorry. I'm mixing up these names because I'm saying them so close to each other, and they both start with S. But one of Tsukasa's generals, named Yo, a former police officer, was beaten very adaptedly by Chrome. And it was so satisfying to watch him pulverize his balls with pneumonia. Yes, that is a sentence I said. Go watch the previous reaction. It was amazing. And now this episode, I don't know what's going to happen. It is titled Secret Mission, which could mean Yuzuriha's mission that Senku gave her episodes, like a whole season ago at this point. Senku gave her secret mission to do while she was in the Tsukasa Empire. Maybe that's what this is, or maybe like the secret mission was something a little more obvious. Who knows? I just want to know, because it was one of those things where like, we didn't hear the dialogue. What has she been doing this past year? Let's find out, lads. It's so smart. I really do love that, like how well they're able to incorporate science and the usage of of Chrome and Senku's brains into this show. It's like, I'm not smart enough to write this.
I'm melting through the fibers.
We need to have his reaction to the car. We need to have the old man gloat about the car. It's like, we made this without you.
I had some help from Taiju and the others. They slipped me this battery.
That doesn't look good. I don't think that's Taiju.
She's not the type to get distracted from the task at hand and slack on her duties.
What is her mission?
She's got a secret mission?
Well, whatever happened there, someone saved me.
Yes, show him the car. Show him the monkey.
Ridiculous gorilla machine.
I love that they carved a gorilla into it.
Now we can storm the enemy on the final battlefield.
So what are they going to use it now? How are they going to use it?
I'm talking about the battle to take control of the Miracle Cave. Whoever
Ah.
has access to the nitric acid brewing in there can make revival fluid and whip up some gunpowder.
That means if we're able to take it away from their side.
The question is, how do you do it? It's going to be a long siege.
When that also means
All we want to do is capture the cave with the Miracle.
Yeah, you can capture the cave, but they can still surround
He's
you.
gonna throw his whole army at us.
We could pull this off with sorcery. I mean, with our science stuff.
And like,
Gotta have around 100 people or so.
Ukyo already kind of
got about a dozen.
threw the
Totally
cave into like under the bus. He's like, oh yeah, he was searching around the
That's why
cave.
Taiju and the others are working so hard.
Thanks to Nikki the Superfan's intense coaching style, I can finally reproduce Lillian's voice perfectly.
I love
It's
it.
better that it doesn't reach Ukyo's uber se sensitive ears. We have to be real
Oh,
careful
tell him about
to find
Ukyo.
out.
Tell him about him.
I'll bet
Come
he's
on,
after the
tell.
nitric
This
acid.
is very important. This is Chrome.
All right. Let's
Dang
get
it.
started, guys. We've got one last mission before we can move on to the final phase, the strike on the Tsukasa Empire.
And what is that mission? Ah, we got the intro instead. Oh well. Yeah, there's a paper airplane up there. Is that just to insinuate the paper that's used for the tank, or are we gonna build some paper airplanes? Who are you clutching to? Is that your mission? Are you trying to revive someone specifically, or what is it?
My baby's even more adorable than before.
I love it. I love this man. I love he finds beauty in the simple things. Alright, the plan's a go. Oh, it's cursed.
Hey, y'all.
He's even nailing her southern drawl perfectly. 100 points.
Can y'all
man.
hear me?
I'm totally
I
in love.
can't do it.
I wanted y'all to know that
Y'all hear
USA's
me?
got our
I don't know.
civilization
I
back.
can't do a
We're
southern.
coming to save y'all. We're gonna be saved.
Oh, usually has having
Gotta keep it down,
such a
everyone.
hard time over there.
Don't forget, Tsukasa rejects
Poor girl.
the entire structure of the old world.
But if they come with guns, It's gonna be over like that.
Alright, so it's working for now, but...
But it's gonna be just a little while before the U.S. military can get.
How's this gonna
way
end
over
up?
yonder.
Like, once they find out that it's
We would really
fake.
love to stop this Tsukasa fella from destroying more stone statues. So please, until then, cooperate with Senku.
Oh, that is
He's got a real
cursed.
good plan.
That is so cursed. And he heard something.
We're in too deep to stop now.
I know. It's my impersonation
Ukyo
trained
versus
by my
Jen.
super fan
Alright.
teacher Nikki
Or Gen,
versus
not
Ukyo's
Jen.
super hearing. Time for a sudden death duel.
It's not that he's gonna reveal his hand, but is he gonna just let it slide?
Howdy, this is Lillian Weinberg.
It really is Lillian. I would have never seen that coming in a million years.
Alright, he knows it's an impression.
However, I suppose that would be hard for you to imitate. Gen.
You couldn't fool him for a second.
Dang.
I was scared I wasn't Eddie Ray.
Wait, hold on a minute, Senku.
He's not firing
Ukyo
any
may have busted
alarms.
us, but he said it so softly. Because
Yeah, he's
he
revealing
didn't
his
want
hands.
the others to hear what he was saying. When he found us at the gravesite, he chased after us by himself without telling Tsukasa or
Okay, they're
anyone
finding
else.
out, they're finding out. Come on, Chrome, add to it, add to it, Chrome.
Observation, mentalist. At this point, it's stupidly obvious who slipped Crumb the battery.
Mm-hmm,
It had to be you, that right?
Not bad. You sure do catch on quickly, don't you?
So yeah, he is gonna work
If
with
I
them.
hadn't gotten involved, you'd have come to save him.
If that were the case, then you never would have captured Chrome.
I guess you could
So
say
what's his play?
I'm assessing the situation. I
Okay.
want to know what kind of people you really are. I saw what
Oh.
you're up to. I hear something rattling in the bag. Stone fragments, and lots of them.
Rocks.
If she's sewing, why would she need those? It doesn't
A
add up.
paperweight. No, what is she doing? Armor?
Looks like today's is even more advanced than usual. That's okay. I'm actually kind of used to this.
There's no way she's rebuilding people, right?
Hold on, those rocks are...
If the statues that Tsukasa's destroyed are reassembled before they have time to erode and break down, and just maybe...
So she's rebuilding. That's her mission? She's rebuilding people. Right? There's no way. Oh, the mouth guy. Right? Like, because these people would be filled with cracks.
Even with things as
So the
far
mouth
gone
guy
as
would
they
have
are
like,
now.
wow.
Your people are still trying to save humanity.
What a mission. What a mission. That's impossible.
Sorry,
Ain't no
but that
way.
primitive guy melted through the rope and got out. I don't know how it happened. I swear.
Why did he say
Don't worry
Yo
yourself
should be
too
sending
much about
himself
Crow.
to be
Help.
apologizing?
So,
It's over for me, guys. I am so screwed.
Alright, so never mind. Alright,
This is my last order, so listen close.
Last order, huh?
Superior tells him. I let Chrome
So it
escape,
was a
okay? Tell them that it was all my fault. Then tell them Yo totally fell into the waterfall. That dude is dead. I am out of here, man.
Oh, he's-
Time
Yo
for
just
another
ran.
reset. See ya.
What a coward.
If we put them together like 3D puzzles, there's a chance we could save them.
That's ridiculous.
I'm open to cooperating with you and your team, Senku.
Is
But
he
I
scared
do
that,
have one
that
condition.
Tsukasa might destroy someone that he knows?
Ukyo and his uber-say sensitive ears would be an powerful pay ally to have on our side.
What is your language?
Get straight to the point. Just tell me your condition.
Yeah, that's what you should probably do.
doing, Senku? That's an terrible day approach to negotiation.
Okay, fine. My condition is pretty cut and dry. Nobody dies.
Okay.
I'm having a hell of a
Ukyo
time
really
trying
doesn't
to
want
read
anyone to
on
die.
who you really are, Ukyo.
You've made quite a name for yourself, known for exceptional hearing and rational decision making.
He's never on Tsukasa's side in the beginning, huh?
The first time I saw Tsukasa destroy a statue, it made me sad and angry. I thought, what gives you the right to do that?
Oh, he gets it.
Still,
He gets
I
it.
wanted to keep those who had been revived from killing each other. They're just statues, inanimate objects. Not reviving them isn't actually murder. That's how I tried to convince myself.
Yeah, it's still caught in his conscience.
Know that I'm a hopeless coward. I can't take it anymore. I can't bear to see anyone else die.
I love it. Okay, Ukyo.
Last shred of humanity.
Great character.
In this crazy world.
I love characters like this. Same with the angel guy from Akame ga Kill.
I'll cooperate with you. When Hyoga attacked your village, he reported something back to us. He said our men were killed by what you did to them. He lied. It couldn't have been your doing. It was Hyoga.
A little bit of both.
Are both at the top.
Were there several people gathered here?
Oh no, he's got it. Both of them got it.
A few of our men had come to the grave. Were you here?
No, but I've come now to pay my respects to the late Yo. There are fallen brothers, those killed by poison gas in the village raid.
Oh.
I'd like to bury what we have left of Yo.
Dang, he's gonna find out.
Time to get excited, you
There's, how did you attach that on there?
Tank is raring to go. We'll zap some water inside the tank with electricity, which will make it boil.
Ah.
And the oxygen and hydrogen gas that's
So it's not going to be as powerful as...
Blammo!
It's like a super powerful balloon.
See? As soon as we roll up in this tank, the odds are 10 billion to 1 those modern people are going to lose the will to fight.
That'll scare
Just
them
more
into giving
psychological warfare. I love the psychological warfare within this show.
That initial shot has to seal the deal.
So we need him, the toughest guy that I've ever known. His crazy stamina is like a cheat code for Mother Nature.
Magma or Taiju? They're finally gonna meet!
It's strange. I already know who you are.
Ah, it's like your online friend. You meet your online friends for the first time. Ah, he's already has with her or with him. He escaped a backbreaking hug.
Now the Kingdom of Science is playing with a stacked deck of cards.
It's beautiful. And he found it. How? The war begins.
I've done some reading on human behavior. Some of them may decide to start fighting back. And if we do fight, then people will die!
Everybody get ready! These next
Look at that thing. That is ridiculous. Dang, that's of course that's how the episode ends. Alrighty. The war begins. These next 4 episodes are gonna be crazy. Well, I guess the war's already been beginning. But man, has this been amazing. Just the build up to get to the tank. That tank is real. The intro tank is real. I thought it was just a hyperbolic version of whatever they had created. No. They spoiled that tank in the intro, and I allowed myself to get tricked. Because, you know, when you watch anime intros, you're going to catch some things of, oh, well, this is that, like, you know, like, oh, they're spoiling this, they're spoiling that. Sometimes the intro does a good job in not spoiling. Other times it spoils the whole, like, first 3 episodes, first half of the season, maybe the whole season, too. Other ones are more symbolically beautiful. And this one spoiled the tank, but I wanted to be fooled. And the tank is functional, too. It's not a normal tank. It's not using gunpowder. It's using, like, a balloon pressure system. I mean, I say balloon. It's not a balloon. It's just... That's how I understand it. That's how I make myself understand it. It's like, I'm taking a biopsychology class. I have no idea what this class is about. I'm just taking it to get my psychology degree. I don't want to get into that part of psychology, like the research, development, scientific stuff about it. That goes way over my head. I have no idea what I'm talking about. This semester for college, I'm taking 2 classes that I don't want to get into the study of, but I have to take those classes because of my degree, which sucks. But yeah, biopsychology, every term flies over my head. But there was something that we were talking about. It was like brain neurons and stuff like that. But one of the things that I was talking about, like, yeah, the positives attract, or not, the similar forces within these chemicals repel off of each other, but they attract towards negative. Like, so the positives will be attracted to negatives and all that. And I was just like sitting there like, it's like a brain magnet. It's a chemical brain magnet. That's how I was like. It made no sense to me. I had no idea what I was reading, but that's how I made it make sense to me. So yeah, they're using a balloon thing to make one shot with the tank. And that one shot, it's gotta be important. It can't hit anyone. It cannot cave in the cave. It's just gotta be a scatter shot. And it is loud. Like, Tsukasa is gonna find out that they're raiding that miracle cave. And Tsukasa found out the phone. Oh, it's just... Yo just ruined everything. I hate him so much. It's just... Like, everything within the character I hate. Snively coward. Just... He got onto a power trip. But when it came to face up the consequences, he ran. Pretended to die. And, like, because of that, Tsukasa came over to bury him. That's how we found the telephone. The telephone, man, if Tsukasa didn't find it, that would have been amazing. Like, you know, they wouldn't have to build a new one if they wanted to. They could have just kept it. But now the possibilities are Tsukasa reverse engineers it and makes his own. He destroys it and they're out of telephone. They don't have the communication anymore. Granted, they don't need communication. Maybe at this point in time, but it still sucks that you lose that resource. Unless he doesn't destroy it, but I'm pretty sure he will. Or the worst case scenario, they finish this season, they get away, but Tsukasa can reverse engineer the phone, and now he has communication too. But I don't know why. It's not like I'm not gonna call it a surprise, but I was kind of shocked to find that Tsukasa remembered the people that Hyoga killed. Like, he doesn't think Hyoga killed them. He thinks they died in battle with Senku, or maybe not that Senku murdered them, but, like, you know, something led to their deaths. And, like, he doesn't have any bodies to bury. And Tsukasa's just there, talking all stoically with the iPad. So it was a choice to have that over his eye. Maybe it was like that thing that pirates do, you know, if it's late at night, or not late, if they have one eye out during the day and then they switch it out, so during the night they can see with the eye that was always in darkness. They can see a little bit better. Maybe that was the goal of it. That was weird. Like, he had the scars, like those rock scars there, but it didn't look like they were penetrated the eye, which means he was kind of just there. Like, it worked. I think it wasn't grayed out. I don't think it was. We saw it for a little bit, so I don't think it was great. It's just a weird choice to limit yourself that way. I guess he kind of looked cool. But yeah, Tsukasa mourned the dead. And even though Yo is like this sniveling little guy, he's like just a power trip, he still cares for his men. He does care for people. It's just, I guess he's able to, it's like, it's the opposite of what Ukyo's doing. Like, Ukyo can, he was trying so hard to disassociate the statue people as living beings so he can go on with his life not feeling guilty. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But Tsukasa is able to do that to a T. Like, he does not even think for a second that he's murdering these people. Or maybe he does, but he's able to dissociate. Like, they're not actually alive at this point in time. If they were revived, it would be different. And he's able to kill people that he knows. Like, we've gone over this. But these people, like these henchmen, these grunts, he said all of them by name. All the people that Hyoga killed in that toxic mist. Said all of them by name. And mourned for them. And wanted to bury them and bring them back to Senku. Or not bring them back to Senku, but he wanted to give them back to the earth. This is why I love... Tsukasa's character is so complex. While his motives are extremely flawed. I completely understand his motivation. It's his actions that are extremely flawed. I completely understand his motivation. He's such a complex character. How don't you like him? Ah, man. And then you have Yo on the other side. Just the complete opposite, not a complex character. Just kind of this evil, sniffly guy that's went on a power trip. He faked his death. So now he's on the run. He's out there somewhere. He's the wild card. Once he finds out that Senku probably maybe has the advantage in this war, he'll probably, do you guys need a police officer? You need a guard? I'm such a good tell of good versus evil. He's probably going to do that. We go, I was so blind, or like, Tsukasa made me do all this, but like I can tell he's evil. It's like he was killing, like, no, like, shut up, man. I don't know. I don't want to see him ever again. But we'll probably he's the wild card, all right. He can come in at any time at this point. And then Ukyo. Ukyo was another big part of this episode. I was very frustrated in the beginning of this episode when Chrome didn't say anything about Ukyo. Like, he said that they were chased, I think, by him. But then, or I think Gen mentioned that they were chased by him. But Chrome didn't say anything specific, like, oh yeah, he released me from my bonds. He told me he didn't want to kill anyone, or he told me he didn't want to kill me. He lied to Tsukasa about about what I was doing. Like, that's a very good information that Senku could have had. Senku and Gen could have had before going in and talking to him. But it ended up working out for the best because Ukyo was able to tell them, like, I'm not exactly on your side, but I'm on the side that can cause the least amount of death. Which, it's good. It's good that all these forces are combining together. Tsukasa just, he thinks he has such a tight-knit community. But that's what happens when you just revive the strong with no loyalty. Like, Hyoga, like, Tsukasa genuinely believes that Senku did something to lead to the events of the deaths of the grunts that he sent with Hyoga. He has no idea that Hyoga actually murdered those people, and Hyoga seems to be making a play for the throne. Or there's going to be a civil war between them, which I wonder if maybe we take care of Hyoga this season and then Tsukasa's left to go rebuild, or the Empire of Strength is left weakened. Hyoga takes a faction, Tsukasa takes his own faction, and then we get a civil war between them in the next season or like in the future. I don't know. But it seems that Hyoga, or it seems that Tsukasa's, or it's not that it seems, it's like Tsukasa, his revival, it's just not working out for him. Everyone's making different plays. Like, we have Ukyo, who's mostly assessing. We have Nikki, who was loyal at first and then was very easily switched over to the ways of science. Hyoga, who just doesn't really care. He seems to want just power, and probably he seems to just want power and have it all. Yo, which was just like he left as soon as things didn't look good for him. Tsukasa looked like he was about to forgive him, like not forgive him, but it looked like he just didn't really care. Like, forget him, it's all right. You don't have to be afraid. It's okay. Like, if Yo went back, the Tsukasa probably wouldn't have done anything to him. He's just like, that sucks, but whatever. And Yo faked his death, burned that bridge immediately. But yeah, Ukyo is such an interesting character now. Like, for being a submarine guy, he doesn't want any death. He calls himself a coward, but he does take the high road with that. So he doesn't want any death because he thinks he's a coward. He thinks he's very cowardly. He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to kill anyone. Just very high morals, which I like. And then I really love his inner conflict of, I told myself that they were statues. It's not killing them because they're not alive. It's okay. They're dead, all right? Like, to him, he tried so hard to justify his ignoring of what Tsukasa was doing. But once he saw Yuzuriha's mission, it's just insane, that mission. Glue people back together. It's insane. insane. The patience you have to have. And she had made so many of them throughout that year. The patience you have to do that. And they don't even know if it'll work. So she's doing this hoping that they could revive them by gluing them together. But, you know, it could end up not working. But I'm sure it will work. I'm sure it will work. But yeah, that secret mission to rebuild people. And like in Ukyo's mind, we kind of, or like his flashback, we saw him with this older man. So maybe he's afraid of that older man getting crushed, or maybe that was a very old influence on him. Like he could still be dead, like he could have died like of old age in the past. But he's like, no, like there's older people out there that are good people, and Tsukusa's out there just reviving the young and destroying anyone that's probably like over the age of 30. This was such a great episode. I love seeing these characters interact with each other. And then even better, Taiju and Yuzuriha have finally met. They're finally interacting, and I loved Kohaku's thing of, I haven't, even though I've never met you, I feel like I already know so much about you, or I feel like I already know you. It's like when you got your online friends, you met each other online, you met each other on Discord maybe, and you finally meet up together in person. Is like, wow, I've never met you in person, but I know everything about you. It's just that insane thought of what technology can do. And it's not just technology, it's definitely like Senku's like been talking about these two. And I love that Senku just dodges the hug, gives him a tap on the back, and just nods at Yuzuri. Saying he's like, I don't have time for my back to recover from that hug. All right, we can do that later. And they're all going into battle. And these next 4 episodes are going to be amazing, and I cannot wait to watch them. I love this show so much. I wonder, because it seems that the reporter, I think we're the one, like, she's the one we know the least about in Tsukusa's elite. And it looked like he had a lot more people in his elite squad when like they had like that shot of them all their backs. But I think the reporter is the one we know the least about. She might just have a crush on Tsukasa, and that's why she just worked with him willingly. She's probably not going to do much in this battle, but if the factions do split, she'll probably go with Tsukasa, or maybe she dies, and that's going to be a really big thing that happens. That could be interesting. The gluing of the people, I guess that answers what Yuzuriha's doing in the intro. I thought she was like holding a petrified person's hand in the sense of like, we'll bring you back, and like she wanted someone specifically to be brought back, but that's just symbolizing her working her butt off to just on the whim, the hope that these people can be revived whole after being broken like that. Man. And then I'm going to assume, it's just a wild thought, but I'm just going to assume that the guy in the intro that does this, I forgot what his name in Jujutsu Kaisen was. I was going to make a reference, but I forgot what his name was. I'm just going to assume that he is one of the people that Yuzuriha rebuilt because of all like the cracks. Like, because we've never seen someone with that many cracks on them. Like Senku's got them from here to here, Taiju's got one here, Yuzuriha's got them like on her shoulders. Tsukasa has across like his face and his chest, but they're not like that many. It's like 2. But that guy, he's got cracks all over his mouth and all that. So I wonder if he's going to be the first person that they revive. And that's why he's so crackly. That could be an answer. I don't think we've met him. He could be one of Tsukasa's elite, one of the many that we see. I'm going to just, from right now, I'm going to go with my theory that he's going to be the first person of the destroyed statues that they revive. That's my theory for right now. And we're in the war arc. These next 4 episodes, it's the final bit. I mean, I know we have like a semi-movie. It's like 53 minutes long. But these last 4 episodes are going to be so good. I can't wait to watch them, but I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow. But you lads, if you're on YouTube, you have to wait for a week. But if you're on Patreon, you can see the rest of this season, probably along with the movie, over on Patreon right now on the early access tier. It's just $1. Early access. Get everything. It's not just Dr. Stone, like Attack on Titan, if My Hero Academia is still up at this point. Anything live that we're doing, or not anything like pre-recorded that I'm doing, that we're all doing, will be up on early access, along with some some mystery shows that haven't gone up on YouTube yet. You can find them over there on Early Access, and you can go, oh, this is going to be dropping on YouTube soon. Yeah, there's some teases for you lads on the Patreon too. But don't worry, nothing's Patreon exclusive. It's all just, nothing is ever Patreon exclusive. It'll just be making its way out onto YouTube along with the schedule. Because, we gotta, like I mentioned, college, I have to balance out the YouTube schedule, so I gotta pre-record a whole bunch of stuff and then slowly release it on YouTube, so it's just not dry. It's just not a dry channel. But yeah, lads, I hope you want to enjoy this episode. While you wait for next week, if you can't afford Patreon, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Leave a comment down below, because that helps the algorithm. Even if you have nothing to say for this episode, just say hi or something like that. Say something random. Help the algorithm out with sharing this video. But yeah, while you wait, you can check out Gurren Lagann reactions that I've done, Darling in the Franxx, Kill la Kill, My Hero Academia, like I mentioned. I've done that with Micaiah. I'm going through my Attack on Titan. I'm going through Attack on Titan with Micaiah as well. Season 4 of Attack on Titan, Part 3 should be out live pretty soon to when this is coming out, I think, or it might be out right now. I'm definitely doing Season 4 Part 3 live. Sorry, Micaiah, I'm not waiting for that. Yeah, a lot of stuff on the channel for you lads to check out while you wait for Dr. Stone to drop in. I'm so jealous of you, because if you go on Patreon, you can see it right now. But I have to wait till tomorrow, because I have run out of time today. But I really want to see the next 4 episodes. This is the dilemma of binging. Alright, lads. I'll see you next week for more.